Hey, what up, YouTube fans? You would never guess it. Two of your favorite commentators in the same room with each other. This is Shack Man 42462, and
go.
this is the Dream Man. No introduction needed. So let's talk about shit. Basically,
Mainly wrestling.
This is this conversation. We're just basically talking shit. And by the way, Brittany, call me. This is Kelly, call me. This is Tori Wilson, call me.
Come back to wrestling.
Sonny, call me.
Get out of Ring of Honor.
Please call me. But, Hassani, I want to talk to you real quick about my favorite matches.
Alright, let's see what you
And it has nothing to do with the backyard kids that we've been hanging out with.
Yeah, 2KW is still the best. SIWA, that's all I have to say.
But SIWA, I'm sorry guys, still love you because you guys are promoting me.
Yeah, make the guy commentate like he said that he's going to do, alright?
If by the way, if you want to check out something cool involving me, check out my Titantron. It's awesome. It's me working out the guns. Yeah.
And he's not talking about machine guns or the guns on his arms at all.
Yeah, exactly. And I lift more than a controller. So, Hassani, one of my favorite matches that I always talked about with you was The Rock versus Hogan. That was
first one or the second one?
That was awesome. The first one.
Yeah, the first one was awesome.
Because second of all, you would have never thought The Rock would have fought Hogan, and then Hogan in that contemporary setting with the red and the black and the Attitude Era and all that stuff. It was kind of cool, and how they played the old music and how they would set up and dim the lights and play the NWO music. That was awesome.
Yep, true, that was awesome. I did like that match very, very much, though, because, you know, Hogan was an older guy and Rock was a younger guy, but it was an awesome match.
Hogan held in there.
Yes, he did.
I was kind of worried because WCW sort of made him into a cartoon, and towards the end of WCW he looked kind of tired when he was doing his matches. So it's kind of cool how he hung in there for an older guy.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of older guys that's out there that's been hanging with the younger guys, you know, like Ric Flair, but
Which by the way, he's part of the Chris Nev's Meet and Greet Club, along with the Honky Tonk Man, Christopher Daniels, Kevin Thorne, Johnny Rodz, Jackie Gaylor, and one of the Bushwhackers.
Yeah, we can't tell which one it was. But this dude was one of the Bushwhackers.
I think it was Luke.
I think it was Butch. Or Booch, whatever his damn name was.
Yeah. But
interruption.
Slight interruption. Sorry about that. He's just being a rude guy. Or he's a very busy guy. Whichever one.
Yeah, I got one of my many, bitches calling.
Another one of my favorite matches was I like the bitches calling. That's hilarious. Was Macho Man versus Hulk Hogan. Now these guys were the two biggest things of the 80s. And they even said cheap plug, Saturday Night Main Event DVD. They said when they put their hands together and shook it, and their hands were coming so close to the shake that the world actually was the mega powers getting together. The two men with the two biggest egos and the most colorful people alive getting together. The Macho Man, don't like that commercial. Never should have happened. And the Hulkster.
Yo, I don't know what match he's talking about. You know, he's like 5 years older than me, and I'm like,
get out of here! You're like 2 months younger than me. What's the difference?
Well, then that was during my wrestling blackout period. So
I never saw the match either till I bought the tape.
Exactly, he bought the tape.
Hogan and Savage always fought each other, and they had masterpieces in the ring. And it was just a great match. I will not go into the whole thing because YouTube doesn't allow you to talk but ever so much. But another contemporary match that Hogan had that was pretty damn good was the one against Triple H. And he hung in there. But I think more so was the one with The Rock. Speaking of Hogan fighting contemporary guys, a guy that I always wanted him to fight because there's been like this triangle feud who's the best between Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, and we couldn't see that because he was in WCW. But the best match that, I mean, it wasn't a good match because he was throwing Shawn Michaels around like he was a spaghetti string. But what led up to the match with them talking shit to each other basically, and
Well, that match at SummerSlam, right?
yeah, and Shawn Michaels doing that brother with the whole Larry King thing, that was good, and how Shawn Michaels automatically became a badass. What sucked was that he became a good guy the day after.
Well, yeah, that was true. They only just did that just to hype up the match, because they wanted everybody to really, behind the scenes, cheer for Hogan more than they cheer for Michaels, because
Of course,
that's the way it goes. And yes, we know you're always going to cheer for Hogan no matter what he does.
Exactly. But Shawn Michaels is like he's a punk because I always wanted to see him get his teeth kicked in. Although he's a pretty nice guy now, but the same thing I feel about Randy Orton. Can't stand Randy Orton. Which by the
Randy Orton is better than Hulk Hogan.
so is John Cena.
I should kill him for that because I hate John Cena with a passion. If you saw my past videos,
so is John Cena. But I want to tell you that what led up to Orton and Hogan was the best piece of work ever involving his daughter. That reminded me of stuff in the 80s with Hogan and Macho Man fighting over Elizabeth. That's what it reminded me of.
And the thing that was so good about it was that drive-by RKO that Randy Orton hit Hogan with.
That was awesome. That was
awesome.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Even though I didn't like that part because it was Hogan, but he did it so technically sound. And by the time Brooke turned around, Orton was kneeled over him, acting like he was concerned. So he's so skilled. He did the drive-by RKO, dropped him on his head, and then turned around like he was concerned.
Like he didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Which I love Randy Orton for.
Which I hate Randy Orton for.
Boom.
So you could keep on hearing voices in your head because it doesn't matter to me. But if you want to hear more about what we have to say, just subscribe to our videos and sign off, my friend.
See you next time.
Do your trademark piece. Do it. Peace.
I don't know what he's really talking about, but that was just me and Chris the Dream Nevs, talking trash about wrestling and everything else in between. But as you said, see you next time. Peace.
And now you know what the deal is.
That's true.